Since we were born in America, we exhibit the behaviors of Americans. Ain't you American? Most of y'all Americans, y'all cuss, y'all drink, y'all smoke, you do dope, you are fornicators, you are adulterers, you are all these different types of things. So what do you expect from children? What do you expect from everybody when the nation itself, it was born that way? This country was born from that kind of behavior. America is a nation. America is a nation of ratchet behavior. So how are you going to be so stupid and so arrogant and foolish to believe that ratchet behavior is a black thing? Ratchet behavior is not a black thing. It's an American thing. You will find ratchet behavior in all the races in America, all the ethnic groups in America. There is ratchet behavior. America was born from ratchet behavior. But in the meantime, if I did not learn what happened to us, I would hate black people. I'm going to say that again. I should hate black folks. Because really, black people have done more harm to me over my life than any Caucasian personally have done. But see, I understand what happened to them, because just like that little child, the little child that called me the B word, they learned it from their slave master and their children, which still goes right back to Caucasian people. To Caucasian people. This is where they learn this behavior from. You can't blame the Chinese, you can't blame Africans, you can't blame the Arabs, you can't blame nobody except the ratchet Caucasian people of the United States of America. That's where they learn all this evil from. It's evil, ratchet behavior. So why are you getting mad at these children? Because these black folks have a childlike mentality. They learn it from their daddy. Who is their daddy? Their daddy is the racist Caucasian people of this nation. You would think that I should hate so-called black people in America for what they've done to me in my personal life. But I forgive them because they do not know what they do. They are influenced, and their mentality is rooted directly or indirectly into what they see their master do. And who is their master? Their master, their example, their teacher. Because that's who taught you. That's who is the one that is formulating your very thought. But that's why I don't get angry with you, because I know and fully understand you only copying, and you want to be, when you grow up, like your master. I understand this. The racist Caucasian pink people are the examples of these dark Europeans, these Samuels, these Uncle Tom, the majority of the blacks in this nation.
The past few decades has brought about some substantial awareness through many unfortunate events that have occurred throughout our world. We must quickly learn or doom ourselves to failure. You must comprehend there has been a long and proud history of people and groups controlling human societies, and the belief systems that they create about how the world works enable them to do that. Of course, you releasing your common sense helps to feed a set of beliefs that reinforce their status, privileges, and power. In an effort to recruit new soldiers in the name of freedom, We have those who want to claim the conditions of blacks solely comes from those who are of white pigmentation and of European descent. I am not sold on this. On one day, they will make this claim. On another, or maybe in the same speech, they will dismantle their claim with a counter that fully opposes it. Day one, it's the racist white man, or all white men. Day two, it is all about how belligerent, violent, and antisocial blacks are. Yet they are a significant part of the nightmare, those who broadcast these fallacies throughout the world. They are willing to play good cop, bad cop, so they may deliver to you their solution as they cripple you with their cognitive distortions. I accept what I am about to share is an incomplete formula, yet I will share what I reason brings us to a better view of the current reality. Our collective conditions is a mixture of past and present hate, both within and outside of ourselves. General mistrust, which is elevated by fear. Conditioning, both religious and via media. And aggression towards blacks by non-blacks. Added to this mixture is a blend of poor choices, some repeated and seldom learned from. Political ineptitude, accommodating of various addictions, abandonment of seeking power, and refusing to embrace education, sprinkled with the religious woo and the need to be docile. Some of these race hustlers only want to give you part of the picture, a great way to deceive. It is true, the removal and slavery of black people became a successful venture when blacks were persuaded to accept their condition. It became a generational curse when the attitude of former slaves carried over and we collectively found it appropriate to partly or totally be dependent on the establishment. This is one of the major slave masters. It is feasible to see American blacks as Frankenstein creations of racist white Americans. This does not remove our ability to comprehend history. We do not have to be subservient to other people's known agendas or become junkies of various hierarchies like class. Nor do we have to become emotionally hardened due to the realizations of this world. That is a personal choice. You have the power to select this or not. And if you view racist whites as the parents of current black Americans, then it is up to you to disassociate yourself from your parents' vice grip. But first, I would advise we have to be willing to let go of any need to be reaffirmed by whites. We also need to divorce ourselves from the profound sense of inadequacy that we have shouldered collectively due to their psychosis and our bad choices. We have the power to create a new day in a very bleak time. Do not avoid the truth. Blacks were murdering, enslaving, and devaluing their own long before whites, Arabs, American Indians, and Jewish people, to name a few, enslaved our ancestors. In today's time, it does us no good to blame whites for those things that we have done. So do not conflate, exaggerate, or distort reality. Blame whites only for that which they have done, and know the difference between group and individual violation. It is the only way to keep the high ground. Also, get it through your head. People online, those who look like you and others, are no different than those who populate your cities and work with you. Members of humanity have this insane inclination to make other people's lives hell. Remember, people normally treat others badly, not due to who those people are, but due to who they are. Do not let another man's intense aversion become your own. Do not give attention to these unscrupulous, leech-like cretins. Think for yourself.